It was pomp, color and blaring horns as the Madaraka Express snaked out of the Miritini terminus for its maiden ride. Passengers including President Uhuru Kenyatta and Deputy President William Ruto. The project, gobbling up 330 billion shillings and labelled the country's most expensive infrastructure spend. 1 year later, I met the Kenya Railways Managing Director, Atanas Maine, to take stock.
One would say that since we started, the trains have been full throughout. The lowest recordings in terms of occupancy is in the region of 85, but otherwise we've always been 100% occupancy.
During the period, 1,144 trips have been made on the SGR. This equals transporting close to 1.3 million customers between Nairobi and Mombasa at costs of 700 and 3,000 shillings for economy and first class respectively. The government in the process raking in an estimated 1 billion shillings in revenues, with economy class fares having been increased to 1,000 bob. Earnings may easily improve going forward.
Government's policy was to first make sure that Kenyans can be able to move as fast as possible, safely, efficiently, for them to do business and for them to do leisure. Okay. So we do not see us increasing prices in the next 1 year or so.
Okay. But with this improved tide, Kenya Railways is already envisioning additional rides between Mombasa and Nairobi daily.
The plans that we are putting in place at this moment in time is to first look at what we require in terms of additional capacity for coaches. That will be the first step, and we believe that in the next 12 months or so we'll have that in place. The next level will be to bring in more locomotives and more coaches so that we can provide additional train services.
But while the passenger service seems like the silver lining, the SGR model was mooted and built to ease cargo transportation. This being its core mandate, the service, though introduced only 5 months ago, is yet to click.
Why is cargo proving quite a hassle for all the stakeholders involved?
There are very many handlers that are involved, and with that then also comes the challenge of adjusting. It is a new service, it is a revolutionary service. You expect that as you go through the process of onboarding the service, those teething problems are going to be overcome.
Initially, cargo was to be cleared in less than 6 hours. But this is yet to be achieved, with importers waiting for more than 3 weeks to access their containers.
There are KRA issues, there are KPA issues, all of which we are working on together as a joint team in order to resolve. And it's a matter of time the system will be able to flow, and I'm sure that the customers will be able to enjoy the service.
These challenges have seen most importers shy away from the freight services. This is despite huge discounts that have been offered by the government over time. Experts warning that if this trend continues, then the investment will not yield value for taxpayers' money.
The objective is to make sure that the SGR carries as much cargo as possible without thinking about the impact of that on the port of Mombasa or the impact of that on the destination, which is Nairobi ICD.
The government had planned to reroute between 30 and 40% of cargo from Kenyan roads through the new cargo service. While this is yet to be achieved, pundits say the project won't break even, and servicing the over 300 billion shillings loan may prove a tall order for the country. Patrick Igunza, JKL.